What's good people? What's good? Back again for another one. And tonight I want to talk about what are the key factors that you guys need to look at whenever you want to start making 10K per month or more on Amazon. What's some key factors that you need to look at whenever you're searching for profitable products to sell on Amazon, right? So I appreciate y'all tuning in. I'm going live on Instagram also just to share the game with them. Again, Instagram, what's good with y'all? We're going to get into the factors tonight. So without further ado, let's do it. So the first thing you need to do whenever you're searching for these profitable products is make sure the easy thing, right? The profit is there. Now, a lot of people get mixed up. What's up? What's up, Instagram? I'm live on my YouTube. Also, I wanted to come and kick some game to you tonight. The topic is the key factors that you need to look for whenever you want to sell 10K or more per month on Amazon. I'm going to break down the game real quick and give you guys some valuable information. So, again, just like the title should say, to find that profitable item or to make 10K per month or more, we need to make sure the basics is there, right? And what's that? The profit must be there. Now, I was a former math teacher, so I'm okay with numbers, but I know everybody isn't good with numbers. So, profit exactly. The formula for profit is, I wrote it down here, is revenue minus cost. So revenue is what you sold it for, the money you're going to bring in. Subtract cost, that's what you paid for it. Subtracting the fees, right? So that's the money you're going to put inside pocket National Bank, as I like to call it. Okay. So it's revenue, subtract cost that you paid for the item, subtract fees, right? So that's going to be your profit. So every product that you're looking to source, make sure it's profitable. I know a lot of the times new sellers, they come on, they'll see the sales number. Let's make it a real life example. Let's just say this cutter can here, this is spray. I'm in the Carolinas in the South. They'll see a big number here and they'll say, let's say hypothetically, you could sell this for $50, right? They would say, oh, I can sell this for $50. This is going to be a great product. But they never take into consideration the amount of money they actually going to pay for it. They might be paying $30 for it, and then the rest may be eaten into their profit margin with fees, and they actually probably just going to break even or lose money, right? So it's always key to actually know your numbers before you just jump out and get excited and just grab up certain products. That's number one. So make sure, like we call it in business, make sure we're in the green, make sure that that item is profitable. All right. Before I move on now, also a lot of people get mixed up with profit margins and ROI. All right, what's the difference between profit margin and a ROI? So I wrote down the formula here, right? So I won't ramble. Profit margin is your profit divided by your revenue. I'm going to say that again. Your profit margin is your profit, right? So let's just say we got this same cutter can to have a real example. Let's say we profited $30 from this can, right? All right, $30 divided by what we sold it for. So let's just say we sold it for $60. 30 divided by 60 would be 50%, right? It's going to break down to 0.5, which is 50% profit margins on this item. Now, profit margin is different from ROI. What is ROI? ROI is return on investment, right? So whenever you see it, what's up? What's up? What's up, bro? Mr. Fox, how you doing, man? Appreciate you tuning in. Talking to my YouTube family here, Instagram also. So again, ROI is return on investment. So how is that different from profit margin? Because sometimes people do get it mixed up, right? So profit margin is your profit divided by your cost. Okay, what's your cost? Cost is the amount of money you use, right, to purchase the item. So let's say we're going to profit hypothetically $30 off of this, but it cost us $2 to buy this can, right? We got a crazy deal on it. We're going to make $30. We're going to do 30 divided by 2. 30 divided by 2 is 15, right? But we're going to move the 0 over 2 to the right. It's going to be 1,500% ROI on this product. Hope I didn't lose y'all. I'm going to say it again. So your profit, if we were selling this and you profit $30, it cost you $2. We're going to do 30 divided by 2, which is 15, but we're going to move the decimal over 2 times to the right, and that's going to give you your ROI. So that's going to be 1,500% ROI on this specific product, okay? Harlem Street, what's good? I see you coming in here. Got my fam coming in. All right, so we need to make sure the profit is there. Number 2, we have to make sure the demand is there. We don't want to sell anything that other people is not buying, right? That is a huge mistake for new online or e-commerce sellers in general. They'll come in and they say, "Hey, Travis, I got this this gadget that I want to sell. It's my passion." Right? Let's just say they were making these pens, because I like to give y'all examples, right? They say, "Hey, these pens are the best pens on the world. My brand is Generational Wealth Vibes." So let's just say I put my brand on this pen, right? And I say, "Hey, I'm going to put this in the pen. I'm going to tell my friends. I'm going to tell my family. I'm going to tell everybody on Instagram. I'm going to tell everybody on YouTube. Hey, y'all go buy these pens." Why? Because it got my brand on it. And this is the best pen ever. That is the hardest way to do business, right? I'm gonna say that again, right? These people don't care nothing about my brand. They don't care anything about my pen. I'm trying to force my pen down your throat. I'm like, "Hey, what?" And then the thing about it, new entrepreneurs, they're gonna get mad if the people don't buy my pens, right? I'm like, "Man, nobody buying my pen. They hating on me. Come on, y'all. Y'all know how we do. My friends not supporting me." I was the same way, but I'm like, okay, instead of creating the product initially, why don't I just go to the marketplace, see what people are already buying, and then provide that to them? I'm going to say that again, right? Instead of creating your own product initially. Now, this is me not saying that you can't create your product. You can 100% create your own product. But if you're trying to make money, you need to probably do it in the simplest way possible. How do you do that, right? If people are on Amazon, right? What's good with you? What's good with you, Mr. Lamont? Hopefully you are doing great, man. I appreciate you chiming in. Y'all know I love to address the comments. What was I talking about? So let's just say I got this Equate hand sanitizer from Walmart, right? People are already buying this in the software, whether you're using Keeper, whether you're using Scout IQ, SellersAmp. It's going to tell you how many times that these particular everyday products sell per month, right? So it doesn't make sense to buy something that people aren't already selling. I think the last number I seen, Amazon does over $300 to $500 million in sales per day. Again, that's a lot of money. I think the numbers added out to every second, it's about 19 to 20 new orders. So just think how fast that is. So, okay, boom, boom. That's 40 orders, 60 orders, 80 orders, 100 orders, 120. You see how fast that's coming in? And guess what? We can make business easy if we could just find out what they already selling. And we're blessed to be living in the time of 2023 where that software is available to you. Guys, anything that you want to find out, guess what? We got access to Google, right? We got access to these different softwares and apps that we can take advantage of. We don't have to go and make something and hope it sells, right? Because I'm not a great salesman. I don't want to push anything down anybody's throat. Mr. Mike, what's good with you, bro? I see. Let me move him out of here real quick. We got some trolls on. I apologize for the delay, guys. All right. So we don't want to have to force anything down anybody's throat, okay? We want to go ahead and sell what people are already selling. Okay. And that's the way I did it. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. I just said, hey, if I could get in between and add value to what people are already buying, it's going to make selling easy, right? It's going to make selling super easy. So that's what I did. So that's why, if you guys are just coming in late, number one was to make sure the profit is there. I mean, after everything that you put out of your pocket, when you're all in with the buy costs, the fees, and any other expenses, make sure that they're all in and they're covered for, and how much money you're actually going to put in your pocket. Does it make sense? Number two was demand. Does the market have a demand for the product you're trying to buy? We're not hoping, we're making data-driven decisions, right? Data-driven decisions only. Everything else is, you know what I mean, nonsense. Number three, what's the competition look like? So let's break this down. Now that we have software, I'm not sure if you guys can see that. Let's just say, for example, and my pen is not writing. Let's try this one. Let's say, for example, whatever product you're trying to sell is selling 100. I don't know if you guys can see that good. 100 times per month, right? Let's say it is 5 other sellers. Let's say 4 other sellers on the listing. Okay. So if it's 4 other sellers on the listing, we're going to assume, based off the data-driven decisions, that they're going to share. Hopefully it's showing up well. They're going to share these 100 sales, right? So if they're sharing those 100 sales, we're doing the math. And next time I'll get my whiteboard out. So at the time before you came into the market, if you guys can see, that means everybody on average, now we don't know the exact numbers, but assuming everybody is going to get 25 sales a piece. Now, how is that going to change whenever we come into the marketplace? Okay. What's going on, Doc? How you doing? How you doing? I appreciate you tuning in. All right. So if we come into the marketplace, if there are already 4 sellers, that's going to make it 5 sellers, right? Now, will we get 25 sales? Absolutely not. Everybody's sales are going to go down because we got, instead of splitting it 4 ways, we now have to split it 5 ways, okay? So that means instead of 25, we're going to scratch this out. Hopefully you guys can see my notebook here. And guess what? Everybody now is going to get 20 sales apiece. If you guys can see my whole notebook. All right. So that means with the amount of sellers, based off the amount of sales per month, we're going to get 20 sales per. We can estimate now, because it is a market and it does fluctuate. We're going to get on average 20 sales per month. Now, let's say that you're making $30 profit on this product that you're finding, right? It checks the first 2 boxes. You're making $30 profit times 20, right? And that's going to be, guess what? $600. Okay, I know my writing a little bit sloppy, but $600. So the game is to get these different products, right? And have a bunch of mini assets, right? So they're mini passive income streams. Let's just say you make $300 a month off of this product. Everyday products, you make $200 off of this one. That's not, you're now making $500 a month off of these 2 products, right? Because the goal is to build your passive income, okay? And you want to build your passive income over your active income, because God forbid you ever get sick, something happens to you. Guess what? If you have to trade your time for money, it's going to be over, because you can no longer go to that job. So if your time is directly correlated with the amount of money that you make, if you get sick, you get injured, you get fired, guess what? Once you stop going to that job, this is your money, boom, it's going straight down. But if we can think and get ahead of the curve, and we can disconnect our time from money by building passive income or building assets, it's going to allow you to make money without exchanging our most valuable asset. Drop a one in the chat, y'all, if you guys know that time is your most valuable asset, right? Employers, and I don't have anything against a 9 to 5, but they rob you of your greatest, right? Your greatest asset that you have, because there are infinite amount of money. There is a finite, right? It's a finite amount of time. We don't know when we're going to be called home. I appreciate the ones and everybody checking in. Thank you, Doc. I see you over there. We don't know when we're going to get called, right? So if they're tricking us out of our most valuable asset, how can we buy our time back, right? For me, the reason why I teach is not just to make money. You want to buy your time back, because money is just a tool. We use that tool just to buy our time back at the end of the day. So, if you're not using the money to buy your time back, if you're only using the money to pay down liabilities, then you're going to be in trouble if you're exchanging your time for money. Because like I said earlier, if you're just getting in the room, whenever you're no longer able to go to that job, boom, your income is going to drop. I've seen it time and time again. You get, late in the third, the fourth quarter, you're not able to go to the job. Your leg hurt, you got injured, your back hurting, whatever, you get sick, whatever the case is, because you didn't take time to build up those passive assets, it's going to get you in the long run. So it's, you don't have to start. And a lot of people think this is a speed race. Like, I appreciate you tuning in, Ali. I appreciate the feedback, bro. A lot of people think this is a race, but you need to start slowly. If you can start, I don't know, drop a one in the chat if $500 a month passively would help you, right? If you can make $500 a month selling everyday products would help you maybe cover your phone bill, maybe cover your gas for a week, drop a one in the chat if $500 a month passively will help you, because the goal is, again, to get your passive income up so you can work if you want to work. If you like your 9 to 5, cool. But if you don't like your 9 to 5, then, hey, you can walk away from it. I appreciate you. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate you, Ali. All right. So to do that, I'm going to give you guys a tangible way to do that. I appreciate you, Mr. Lamont. Everyday products, right? Again, I like to make business simple, right? It needs to, for me, it got to be simple. I don't know about y'all, but I need to make it simple. So to make it simple, I only want to sell stuff that people are already buying. I don't want to convince anybody of anything, right? I don't want to have to convince anybody because it's too hard. Everybody on this live stream is an adult, right? Everybody is an adult. Y'all know what y'all want. Y'all know what you don't want, right? Everybody make decisions for themselves. But the key is, the genius behind this play is going around and seeing what they already want. So I'm like, okay, I can't change anybody's mind. But if I learn the skill of finding what's in demand, I'm just going to sell that, right? That you'll never be able to stop my money. If you FBA, what's good with you, man? You'll never be able to stop my money because I'm only selling what you was going to buy anyway. And the great thing about Amazon is that whenever I sell it, you will never know it's me. So let's say, for example, the people that's on the YouTube, the people that's yes, sir. The people on the YouTube, the people on the Instagram, let's just say none of you guys like me. You hate me. You're like, if I can help it, I'm never going to spend $1 with Travis ever in life. That's cool. Guess what? Because if I'm on Amazon, you're not going to know which one my store is, right? You could be making me, you could have helped me make my first 6 figures back in 2011, but you will never know because my face isn't on anything on my store. You never know that you're buying from me. A lot of people on Amazon, they think they're buying directly from Amazon and they don't know third-party business owners actually exist and they're selling stuff on Amazon. So, hey, the great thing about it, They don't have to like you to buy from you. As long as you have the everyday products in stock, guess what? You're going to start building your wealth. You take that once you creating these assets. If you want to start investing in real estate, you want to invest in the stock market, you will have the cash flow to do that, right? It's a simple business model. You don't have to go and create anything, leveraging your own IP. And IP stands for intellectual property. You don't have to, you're going to leverage other people's products that are already in high demand. That's why I love it. This is the vehicle, right? Because you always want to find a vehicle to give you financial freedom. It took me out of my 9 to 5 back in 2015, and I've been selling on Amazon's since 2010, but 2015 was the first year that I went full time. What's up? What's up, Connecticut in the house? And y'all know I ramble. I'm only on point number 3. All right. So the first 3 points, if you were just getting in here, we have to make sure the profit makes sense. It must be in demand. And I just showed you about the competition, the competitors. Number 4, where a lot of people mess up, is gated categories. They think that because, oh, well, I'm restricted, Amazon isn't going to let me sell this. They don't know that you can get easily ungated, whether it's using codes.com, whether it's signing up for a business account through Target. You can get ungated. You just need the right information. And a lot of the times, new entrepreneurs, because through the grace of God, I've been blessed to go through the struggle and now get in the room with highly successful entrepreneurs. Now, I'm not at the point where I'm making multiple 6 figures per month, but through the grace of God, I'm going to get there. But I'm in the room with these high-level entrepreneurs already. So what am I doing? I'm going to soak in the game, right? So I'm going to get the game and I'm going to deliver it to y'all. So what did I learn by being in these rooms, right? One thing that I noticed is that what new level entrepreneurs think are barriers or restrictions, those level of entrepreneurs see them as opportunities. I'm going to say that again for clarity. What new entrepreneurs complain about, say they can't do, give an excuse for, these high-level entrepreneurs that are making $200, $300, $400,000 per month every 30 days. Some even have 6-figure days already. They see them as an opportunity. So anytime you get these problems, guys, if you want to be an entrepreneur, if you want to add additional income to your 9 to 5, whenever you run into a barrier, look at it as an opportunity, saying, hey, I haven't figured it out yet, but I'm going to figure it out. Like, I have to figure it out. It's no way. I cannot not figure it out. It has to get figured out. And the way that you do that, right, is by keeping your mind on it. So think about this, right? Whenever you have a problem, and you say, hey, I can't do it, your mind automatically shifts to something else. And guess what? You don't even think about it anymore. Why? Because you already told yourself, this is the importance of mindset. You already told yourself that, hey, I can't do it, right? It's over with. So your brain is no longer going to be thinking of solutions to that problem. And let me try to see if I can pin this comment. Oh, I can't. I ain't going to worry about it. All right. Your brain is no longer going to be looking for solutions to that problem. Now, on the contrary, if you keep your mind on the solution, right, you might not find it the first day. You might not find it the next week or the next month. But by telling people you have this issue, by keeping your mind on it, you're going to connect, even if you don't know, through large attraction, you're going to connect with the individuals who have the answer to your problem. I'm going to say that again. If you could just keep that fire burning in you, telling everybody about your issue, because I do believe God works through people, right? Right. So if he works through people, you're asking for the answer. You're not getting that download in your brain, but you're shooting that out to everybody, right? How can you connect with them? The answer may come through your network. But if you take your mind and you shift it to something else, like, you're never going to get that download, okay? All right, y'all, I ain't gonna preach, but I just wanted to drop that. So number 4, through gated categories, don't stop. You can always get approved. Don't stop there. Number 5 is seasonality. Okay. Whenever you're searching for these products, think about how it relates to the real world market. So, excuse me. So I was helping one of my my one-on-one students today, and he was looking at sourcing some Nike flip-flops, right? I think the profit was pretty good. I think the profit was anywhere from $10 to $15 per flip-flop that he would sell. So he was looking at the season. So it's starting to warm up, the spring, then into the summer. He knows that looking at the Keeper chart, and if you guys are selling on Amazon, make sure you have Keeper. That's going to help you look at the buying history, the price history, so that we can make educated buying decisions, okay? He knew looking at that chart in the season that we're in that those sales were going to increase, okay? So he purchased it so he could take it to the next level, okay? So always look at the seasonality of the product. So far we got the profit, the demand, the competition. If it's gated or not, we can always get around it. The seasonality. Number 6 would be product size. Okay. So whether you're doing FBA, which is fulfillment by Amazon, or you're doing FBM, which is fulfillment by merchant, make sure you take into account the product size. Why? Because that's going to determine either your shipping fees if you're doing fulfillment by merchant. Fulfillment by merchant, for the newer people that's on, is where you store your products, whether you got an apartment, a garage, wherever that you live in. And whenever you get an order, you ship it directly to the customer. Okay. FBA is whenever you send it to the fulfillment center and let them handle the picking, the packing, the shipping. Amazon is going to handle all of that for you. And that's more of a passive way to generate income in this business. Okay. So the product size can determine your FBA fees that Amazon will charge for delivering that service for you, or your shipping or your postage if you're shipping out the items on your own. Okay. Number 7 is condition. Man, this is a big one, especially in media. I don't know if you guys can see the bookshelves behind me, but those products right there, the book category alone, helped me make my first 6 figures. I can't talk tonight. Back in 2011. Hey, I'm from Argentina. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. We got somebody internationally tuning in tonight. Shout out to you. But yeah, the media back there, if you guys can see the shelves, off of books alone, leveraging other people's IP, and the leverage of Amazon being the number 1 e-commerce platform in the world, I was able to make my first 6 figures back in 2011. Okay. So it's so powerful. The condition, I say that to say this, the condition is so powerful because a lot of the times people will do condition on books, right? So if you guys ever been looking to sell any media or anything online, they'll usually say undergrade your books, but just by grading my books accurately, right? So whenever you get a book, it's 5 separate categories on Amazon, right? It's acceptable, it's good category, it's very good, it's like new, and it's new, right? Just by grading my products accurately. Guess what, guys? If the product is new, you know it's new. When the customer get it, you're gonna package it well. It's nothing against selling a product is new, right? I hear that a lot in these different Amazon forums, but just great. Again, I'm gonna say this again because this can help somebody make 6 figures right now, right? I'm not sure if you guys grasping the information, right? Just by grading my products accurately helped me make 6 figures back in 2011. So if you're struggling to make 10K per month, that one gem from this live stream will allow you to do that. Now, I know you guys may say, where am I going to get the inventory? You can start off, if you have more time than you have capital, you can start off putting in sweat equity. You can go to thrift stores. You can go to clearance centers. Anywhere that have, and I recommend media or books because it's the highest ROI, right? You can take, and I wish I had some examples here. Do I have anything here I can show y'all? Let's see. Let me give y'all an example, right? Let me try to give y'all an example. All right, let's look at this one. Okay. This book here, right? Believe it or not, you can go on my YouTube channel and check just to double check because I know people will have inflated numbers here. But this one book alone, and this was back in 2020, okay? This book alone made me $50,000 off of this one product in 1 month. Just this one book, okay? Again, the link is in my bio. You guys can check out my YouTube video. I think it's how I made $55,000 in a month. It's on Amazon. It's on my YouTube channel. In my YouTube channel, you can either search my Instagram name or you can search Generational Wealth Vibes TV. But this is the power, and I didn't even write this book, okay? I didn't write this book, but I saw opportunity in the marketplace, right? When you're using tools that are available, the software that I mentioned on the live, whether it's Keeper, whether it's Scout IQ, you're able to see discrepancies, right? The difference in a price, this is called arbitrage. The difference in a price in one place to another place. So this is, again, a multiple six-figure play off of using the skills that I'm teaching you, okay? So I was able to go to this author's, Mr. Clyde Davis, his website directly on Google. I think he was selling the book here on his site for $37. Okay. I think it was $37. Okay. And I was able, it wasn't listed on Amazon at all. Okay. This is a high level play. It wasn't listed on Amazon at all. So I took the opportunity. I saw how well it was doing. He had it listed on eBay, but didn't have it listed on Amazon. So I said, okay, well, this is the opportunity because eBay is cool. Having your own website is cool, but I still knew Amazon was the #1 e-commerce platform in the world. Okay. So I said, I see an opportunity in the marketplace. I'm going to create a listing. I'm going to purchase it directly from Mr. Davis, and I'm going to list my copies on Amazon. Okay. Then when I did that, the sales, because Amazon is the #1 e-commerce platform in the world, the sales went through the roof. Boom, 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 boom. Waking up, imagine this, right? You already making six figures, but waking up, selling. Again, I was purchasing this. I think with tax, it could have been like after shipping, maybe $40 a piece. I was selling this same book, right? Because I was the only one who had copies. I created the listing, FBA. Yes, I created the listing. I was the only one that was selling. I was the only seller. And I listed mine for, I think it was $129.99. So my cost was 40. And I was selling it for $129, $130. So I was netting about 100. But with the buy cost, I was netting $60, right? So every sale, $60, $60, $60. I would wake up to my account. When I woke up, a few days, my account would be at anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 upon waking up. That's how fast they were selling, right? Now, the opportunity didn't last forever. Eventually, what we call it on Amazon is brand registry, is whenever the author came on Amazon, and I guess he didn't want me selling his book anymore, so he did a brand registry, so I couldn't sell anymore. But that play ran for at least 4 or 5 months. So 4 times 50. And I didn't make 50 every month. Some months was 20, some months was 50, but at least over $100,000 for sure in that short time span. Way over, probably closer to 150. I don't know the exact numbers, to be honest with y'all, but these are the opportunities that you guys can take advantage of if you know these factors, right? So again, I went off to a tangent, but I'm gonna get back because I already been on here for 35 minutes. I'm talking y'all head off. All right, and number 8. This is the last one. We'll wrap up with this one. Let me go. I'm gonna do number 8, and then I'll slide back through and we'll slide off. Yes, just that one book. Just that one book. Number 8 is supplier reliability, right? So whenever you have a source, that's what we call them. So a supplier, make sure that they're reliable. Now, if you're doing online arbitrage and you're buying from these different sites, we already know the Targets and the Walmarts of the world are legit. But if you buying from somebody shady, just make sure it's legit, because you don't want to get your account shut down where you can make multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, possibly. I'm pretty sure there's people out there that do 8 figures off of this account because you're selling counterfeit items or fake items. So make sure your supplier is legit so that you can take advantage of this opportunity in the marketplace. All right, so the 8 things I told you guys to check for to help you make 10K per month or more. Make sure it's real profit, realized profit, as they call it in the marketplace. Number 2, demand must be there. Number 3, the competition. Look at the competition. Number 4, gated categories most of the time are illusions. Number 5, the seasonality of the product. Number 6, the product size and the weight. Number 7, the condition. That's a 6-figure play alone. Number 8, supplier. Just showing interested on how you're doing this. Check the link in my bio. Irish Powers, I appreciate you tuning in. And number 8 was supplier reliability, so to make sure it's authentic. Now, if you guys are interested in learning exactly the step-by-step on how I was able to make my first 6 figures back in 2011, and actually quit and become full-time in 2015, click the link in my bio. I'm going to be hosting a boot camp, a 3-day boot camp, to break this information down to you guys over 3 days. It's the link in my bio on Facebook. It should be on YouTube in the description. On Instagram, it's going to be the link in my bio. If you guys receive value from this live, I hope you did, because I gave you multiple 6-figure plays. I see the flames coming up. Drop me some flames in the chat if you guys receive some value, either some ones or some fireballs. I need to see something if you guys receive value, because I definitely gave you guys some crazy plays for being on this live tonight. I appreciate you guys giving me your most valuable asset. Again, if y'all want to tune in and learn more, I already been on here almost 40 minutes already. I appreciate the flames coming in. Yeah, IG showing me a lot of love tonight. Again, if y'all want to tap in, the boot camp is linked in the bio if you want to get busy with this Amazon game. Y'all be blessed. Love. Yeah, I appreciate that, y'all. Thank you, Doc. Doc coming in there on YouTube there. I love y'all. We'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all be blessed.